All right, people, how you doing today? It's Elite RC. All right, this is, I say, maybe about a week after break-in. Had a little time to go over the 5B. Every time I break in the engine and I'm fully done with the break-in process that I go by, I actually pull the engine out. With the reason why you seen me take my fan cover off is because with the my kill switch, the Achille 2, it basically comes with its own actual switch with the thing, so it goes to the coil, so that stays on the car. So when I take it off, I have to actually take it off, because once you putting the coil and you putting out the switch back on, the cutoff switch, it gets to the point to where that stays on the car. So you have to pull it off, and plus, like I said, after I do a break-in, I go through a brief inspection of the engine. You don't have to do this, but this is the way I do. Let me check my lighting. I think I might have a little better lighting like that. So, like I said, you don't have to do this, but a lot of people don't, but I do. It's just for, if you do have any issues, you can catch it quick if you do have a problem with something. So I check. Of course, you want to make sure your crankcase, not your crankcase, but your lower, where the head connects, you want to make sure you don't have any leaks. Here, real quick, let's come over here a little closer to the light. I don't like my lighting, people. I don't know if that made a damn difference. But where the head connects, you want to make sure you don't see any oil or fuel or anything like that, any oil fluid mix, any residue that didn't come from the pipe. You want to look at your case. Everything still looks good. You want to inspect. That's if you ever do this. This is just what I do. What I do is not the book. Everybody has their own written rules. Everybody go by what they go by, but this is what I do. I always check my fan shroud, not the fan shroud, but the flywheel. You want to make sure you don't have any nicks in the fan, in the fins. Make sure everything is good. You want to make sure you don't want to see any leaks on this side also. Just want to make sure pretty much that your head is not leaking, because it's sealed off, so you want to make sure none of that. I just pretty much give it a brief inspection. I also look at my carburetor, make sure all of that's fine. You just make sure, a big deal. You want to make sure this is always tight. I actually use Loctite on this when I torque it down. If you need the actual inch pounds, O'Neill Brothers Racing have it in their video what the inch pounds are, and then I've heard Boda Jill say something about the inch pounds, but I do it by hand and by feel. I know what's enough without over torquing it myself. But what I do also check out, and I make sure I got to get that down pat, is I always make sure I look at my clutch and my clutch bell and make sure all of that is together after my first initial break-in. And then after that, I don't check this shit ever again. Usually at this point in time, I will change out to an FS clutch with a high-powered spring. But I'm not going to be doing anything special with this engine but bashing, so we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to leave that at, I'm going to leave the padded clutch in there and see how long we go on it. So let's get into it. All right, people. Now, let me just zoom out a little bit. All right, now check this out here. Had a feeling during the end of break-in I was losing a little power. Knew the engine, knew it wasn't the engine, knew it wasn't because of the rev up. So I'm like, okay, now let's open this up. Clutch bell off. Can anyone see what I see? Do anybody see that? This is a padded clutch, not an FS. But look at it. No padding on that clutch anymore. This one I had sitting in the drawer. Same clutch that comes on them. Took this off my Signature Series 34. Shit, years ago. About a couple years ago. It's how a brand new padded clutch look. Fairly worn. And that's how this bad boy must have got hot. But I was out there for a while. Like I said, this bad boy got hot. So we gonna swap this one out until I get another clutch in. That gotta go. That's why I don't like padded clutches. I say it all the time. All the time. I do not run padded clutches for a reason. That's why I have a couple of these sitting around. All right. Gotta have you one of these Bartolone flywheel holder or whatever, flywheel wrench. One of the best tools made out there for these applications. All right, now everything is ready to go back onto the car. Got my other clutch on. Remember, this one's 8 alive. 8 alive. So we're gonna get this back onto the 5B. This video actually had turned into it went from checking to see if anything was wrong to actually finding a big fucking issue, because I noticed it, but I didn't notice it. Look at it. That ain't nothing but performance out the window. We're gonna get this back on the 5B and we should be getting ready to rock. All right, people, we got the engine back in with the replaced clutch. Everything's squared away. It's ready for dropping now. We're gonna have this time I'm not gonna put my brake-in tires back on, so we gotta change these hubs out to my IRP hubs and my BRP super spikes. Everything's mounted back in. Every time I put a pipe, I clean the car, make sure I oil the pipe. Yes, that's an oil pipe. And to talk about these, I always get the Turtle Racing handles. Now, they used to be made out of Team Chase plastic. Now, they're 3D printing them. They're the same, just a different color. And see, it still seems strong, but that Team Chase handle to me was a little more comfortable than that 3D printed, but like I say, it still works the same. So still same price, probably a little cost savings for them, whatever. I just noticed it as soon as I got it. You could tell it's 3D printed. I noticed by the color and then by the way the plastic is. You could tell it was printed out instead of molded. There's no problem other than that. I'll order another one. They're nothing but like, I think $4 or $5.99, so there's no complaints over here. Like I said, engine back in, overlooked. It's ready to go now. All right, lead RC. And basically this video was going, it was made to check out the vehicle after the break-in, like I normally do. But we did find the issue, which is a good thing. Like I say, if you do that way, if you are going to have any issues, if you catch it early, you won't have any problems. Caught the clutch early instead of tearing up the clutch bill, because, you know, things happen. Padded clutches go bad, go south a lot. It is what it is. That's why I love the FS clutches. I haven't replaced one yet. Once I put them in there, I don't have to touch them, especially with the springs I use. Once again, it's Lead RC. I'm out.